Hello everyone, Nick here with the Tipsy Tarot, and today we have two Kickstarter decks that I just got in, and they are absolutely beautiful. And it is called the Soul Creatures Tarot, and I also have the Soul Creatures Oracle and Affirmations deck. So this is by Nawab Junhasiri. Definitely very hard to pronounce, which that is the last name right there. So this is a 78 card deck, and it is absolutely intuitive all around. It is more on the, obviously, Soul Creatures style, and when it comes with this beautiful, I love this when they just kind of initial it or give you like an idea of like, this is number whatever out of whatever. I'll tell you, this is absolutely scribble, but at least it shows that this is authentic. Going with the guidebook itself, it is a very tiny guidebook, and I'll be honest, like, I have some pretty decent vision, and this is very tiny reading. But it looks like we have the keywords, the mythical creature of whatever it is, the element, numerology is also in here. It talks a little bit about why the death card is the Grim Reaper. Has your interpretation, and then also has a little bit of keywords for upright and reverse. So for being a very tiny deck and putting very small size fonts on here, there's a lot of information in this guidebook, so that is really, really cool. Going with the deck themselves, the backings are this like basic black, kind of inky looking style. The edges are not gilded, but when it comes to the cardstock, I mean, it's pretty thick. It's a good like 350 GSM, and it is that matte finish. So it is going to be one of those decks that just glides through. So that's absolutely fun. When I was looking, which I just kind of took a little brief view of this deck, but as I was doing so, I was trying to figure out what they used. And I believe that this artist probably used watercolor, because there's definitely this like watercolor vibe to it, and probably some colored pencil. But overall, it is its own unique deck. And I feel like that this deck would absolutely heighten your intuition, which I decided that I'm going to release a video soon of my top 10 intuitive decks that I use. The Judgment is always with the Phoenix. Absolutely love that. And you have the World. There's the infinity sign. I just feel like that there's so many decks out there that go far above and beyond when it has to do with using somebody else's intuition or yourself, and using your intuition. And I just think that there is so many amazing decks out there that really deserve to have a nice little shout out. Oh my gosh. The Seven of Wands. That is so awesome. That is the never-ending story. That is so cool. There's the Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands. So it does kind of follow the Rider-Waite-Smith in a way. I mean, here with the Wands, you have the fire, so that's awesome. So it does follow RWS a little bit, which is really fun. I absolutely love all these creatures. I am a huge mythical creature lover. And I understand why it's the soul creatures. Like, these are creatures that, you know, some people believe in, or some people use as like, you know, part of their spirit guides and stuff like that, or their familiars. That is a, what is that? What do they call that? A hippocampus, where it's like half horse, half fish, maybe. Very cool. That just looks like the Starbucks logo. That's funny. But overall, at least they're like this deck is showing you every single element. You know, it's showing you different scenarios, different creatures. But it does follow the Rider-Waite-Smith. That is so fun. There's Medusa. Very cool. And the watercolor, it's just so vibrant. Absolutely vibrant. I think it's gorgeous. Oop, I missed one. There you go. This deck, I feel like I backed this not too long ago, and the fact that I already got it in is pretty awesome. Well, that's creepy. It did not take that long for them to print, and I got it pretty quickly, within a month. Especially when there's still like Kickstarters out there where I've been waiting months for, and they haven't even sent their surveys yet. And it looks like we do have an extra card. Suhinoko. I'm going to have to look that up. I have no idea what exactly that soul creature is. So, and that is the tarot deck. Super, super fun. I backed this because it's unique in its own way. And I thought that this would be a great deck where it might follow the Rider-Waite-Smith a little bit, but it's, you know, has its own style. So you're able to use your intuition a little bit better, or more, I should say, with this deck. So how awesome is that? And then we have the Oracle deck, and it's called the Soul Creatures Oracle and Affirmation Deck. And this also follows the same the same artwork. So it is the same artist. It's going to be the same artwork for sure. Also comes with this like beautiful glittery, showing that it's authentic, but again, it's just scribbles. Or maybe that's a different language. Going with the guidebook with this. Okay, the font is a little bigger. I love that. It shows you an affirmation of whatever that is. It's kind of funny that I flipped the centaur. I'm a Sagittarius. Okay, depict as having the torso, arms, and head of a human. Okay, so it talks a little bit about the soul creature. What the interpretations are and the symbols of the duality of human nature. And then if you draw this card, what it indicates. That's super cool. And it's in black and white, but absolutely full of information. So that's really, really awesome. And then going with the deck, you can tell that it's still like the watercolors, but it is beautiful. It's soft. It's wispy. And I've been working on a watercolor deck myself. The Balisk, Harpy, Fairy, the Yeti. And then it says down below the affirmation, I unravel the secrets of my own existence, embracing the journey of self-discovery with open arms and an open heart. Very cool. Very, it's just, I don't know. It gives me this like amazing feeling of intuition. Like I just looking at this deck is really bringing me, it's like taking me into a different fantasy world. Now I am seeing some doubles of not the same artwork, but definitely the same soul creatures, which I totally understand. I'm just now wondering if the meanings are similar or if they're going to be different. We'll see. I'm going to pull out that tarot deck and find a similar one. So I did see like the Phoenix, for instance, is the Judgment. So that is just a perfect example. So let's go to the Judgment. There we go. Okay, so yes, the artwork is absolutely different. And then right here it says, I am reborn each day with the opportunity to create a new and better reality. I can rise from the ashes of any challenge. Okay, yeah, so it does mean judgment in a way, or it does have a similar meaning. Very, very cool. Okay, well, I can get with that. Very awesome. And the cardstock is about the same. It is the same, I would say. You know, it's that thicker cardstock. And I do just love a good matte finish. I really do. Because especially if you're reading with a ring light or you're reading in the daylight, I'm not a fan of the glaring that you can get of some, you know, on some decks. So this is what I have. Highly recommend getting this. This is a very unique looking deck, and I am absolutely in love with it, and I cannot wait to read people with this decks. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to my channel, especially if you are new here, so you can check out new decks with me and stay updated in later videos. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.